Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Friday, October 9th, 2020. Jeremy Crosby here. Andrew back at his home in Spookyville. Yeah, Andrew, if you haven't noticed, we kicked in the decorations here at the Crosby Haunted Mansion. So it's Halloween now, and we're going to let it rip. In fact, a shout out to my wife. She actually made this thing. She's very crafty. I, on the other hand, is not. You got a crafty guy at all. Can hardly speak, let alone craft. So yeah, but I did decorate, so I got that going for me. I can spread out spider webs like nobody else's business. So we've got that going. But I digress. The reason we put the decorations up is today's a special day. One time a year, and only one time a year, we dress up and we talk about Halloween with the Fitchburg Public Library. And it will be no short of another amazing segment coming up today, as Tim and Lisa will be joining me, and we'll preview what they're going to do instead of the Halloween hunt that was canceled this year. But they got some interesting activities coming up, so we'll share that with you coming up here in just a little bit of time. Plus, we'll check in on our final fire prevention safety tips this week with Adam Dorn. We appreciate his time, and we'll be talking about heat safety this week, today, as we wrap up for the week. And on that note, let's get into your headlines today, and we're starting with Verona Road update. And you're like, that usually comes on Monday. Well, on Monday, there's going to be some things that are going to be happening that I want to make sure when you come back to the work week, you are ready to go. Verona Road construction update here. Two things. County PD between McKee and Verona Commerce Park Drive. That's where all the work's going on. And it says here, one lane is going to be closed closed each way on County PD Monday through Thursday, October 12th. That's 12th through the 15th. And then on Verona Road, from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. on Wednesday night, the County PD McKee Road will be closed at Verona Road. So two different closures to tell you about as they work through the paving in that area. But I want to make sure when you come back on Monday, you know that will be happening. And we'll talk about it on Monday's show with your Verona Road construction update. Also, we got some Halloween fun to talk about. If you're looking for Halloween fun, it's something we're going to be talking with Tim and Lisa about today. But the Fitchburg Public Library will be doing some pickup Halloween themed take and make. So not take and bake. I know you want to say that. Okay, I know I want to say that. Make activity bags for ages 2 to 5 or 6 to 12. Those will be available outside on October 24th at the Fitchburg Public Library. Limit 1 per person while supplies last. And we'll talk more about that here coming up in just a little bit of time. Also, with Halloween coming up, trick-or-treat recommendations are out there from the city and from Public Health of Madison and Dane County. We have shared these out before, but as a reminder, if you are planning on participating, the hours will be 5 p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. on Saturday, October 31st in the city of Fitchburg. I recommend you read through the Halloween safety tips provided by Public Health of Madison and Dane County. Those are on the right of your screen there, and all of that information is available at the website, fitchburgwi.gov. Speaking of COVID, the latest data snapshot is live in Dane County, and the 14-day average in Dane County has declined. Yeah. Currently at 120 cases per day. The cases range from 85 to 163 with an average of 120. That's down 139 from the last snapshot. UW students and staff made up 18% of the total cases. This number was 76% from September 1st through the 14th. The number of patients hospitalized with COVID has increased, though. That's peaking at 60 hospitalizations in October 7th. So it's kind of Wisconsin seeing an increase in numbers in hospitalizations. Dane County is seeing an increase in hospitalizations, not on COVID cases, at least currently. Again, we'll keep you up to date on the latest information here on TF. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our guest segment. We're starting with Adam Dorn, Fitchburg Fire Department, with your fire prevention safety tips. Next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today for the Fitchburg Fire Department, it's Adam Dorn. As we wrap up our Fire Prevention Week, we're going to talk a little bit about heating safety and fires and a little bit about the burn piece. Wanted to get back a little bit to it. We talked about it earlier in the week, but we ran out of time, so we do want to spend some time. Again, the focus, the message this year has been in the kitchen. And certainly there's plenty of heating pieces coming out of the kitchen. One thing that we talk about when we talk about heat safety during the cold months, it starts in the kitchen with not using your stove as a heating source. Or oven, that is. Well, I mean, maybe you could use your stove too, I suppose, but oven as a heating source. And maybe that's where we start right there when we're talking about heat safety. Why not do that?
Yeah, plain and simple, it's not safe. Easiest way to say it, it's just not safe. If that's what you think your last option is, please reach out to somebody for assistance. There's many people that are willing to help, and there's certain organizations that are established to help people in times of need like that. So please don't use your stove or your oven to try and heat your home. Space heaters are an option, but even those, we don't prefer to see those, because those two also are one of the more leading causes of home fires during the winter months. Space heaters are really most often involved in home heating equipment fires. So,
yeah, it doesn't end well. We talked about the 3-foot radius in the kitchen and around heating equipment. That's not just because of the kiddos. And I think something that may be drawn to earlier in the week is we were talking about the kids being near the cooking area and stuff. But whether you're cooking or heating, a 3-foot distance of everything, super important. And why is that?
Right. It doesn't matter if it's your kids, maybe it's other adults, maybe it's your pets, right? Try to keep them 3 feet away from whatever is cooking or you have heating equipment, because you never know what could happen, right? Maybe somebody bumps something and it falls. That 3-foot radius is there to kind of serve as a buffer to protect you and whoever else is around. That's the main thing. We don't want to see you getting burned or injured by whatever is hot. That's where the 3-foot rule comes in. And it goes not just inside, but it also goes outside too if you're using a grill, maybe a deep fryer, or maybe you're just having a bonfire, a great fall evening bonfire. You want to make sure that the 3-foot rule is in place, whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, so important. And another one here that piques my interest is cleaning and keeping the heating equipment, the stove, oven clean. Boy, that has caused some problems with chimney fires and whatnot and stove fires. But such a simple task, but we just don't do it all the time, Dorn.
Right, yeah. It's one of those things that's kind of overlooked because, we'll wipe the surfaces down and say, yep, it's clean. But like a chimney, right? We may clean out the ashes in the bottom of our fireplace and do all that stuff. But sometimes we forget about cleaning the actual chimney. It's kind of that way with the stove too, right? We might clean the top of the stove, but if we have the electric coils, right, how often do we pull those out and actually clean everything out underneath them? So with the electric top, the glass cooktop's a little bit different. But even here at the firehouse, when we have a gas range here, every night after we're done cooking, all the grates come off and we wipe everything down because we don't want to take the chance of something happening or the possibility of something happening in the future.
Yeah, you don't like to see the firehouse burn down when you're gone. Not a good thing. Transitioning here back to scalds and burns. We talked a little bit about it earlier in the week, but I did want to get back to it just in general. Again, on the cooking side in the house and stuff. Adam, if you are burned, and I know we might dive into a little medical side here of things, but burns may not look so bad on the surface, but definitely can be something that is really can lead to bad things. But when is that 911 call going to come into play if you do burn yourself?
Well, first of all, if you do burn yourself, you want to make sure that you're not burning anymore. I know that sounds kind of silly for me to say, but if you do not wash off the grease and get it off your skin, let's just say it was a grease fire. If you don't get that grease off your skin, it will continue to burn your skin. You want to get it rinsed off, wash it off, cold water, and keep it cool, right? You want it to cool down. And I like to think of it this way. If you're in doubt, you need to call. If you're in doubt at all I don't know, it might be serious, it might not be. I would rather come out and let you know that, hey, I think you can probably handle this one yourself. You still need to be seen by a doctor, but you can probably take yourself in. It'd probably be okay to do that. But if it's needed, then we're there to help treat it right away. The paramedics have so much knowledge and information when it comes to burns that they're able to take care of people that do need specialized treatment. They can start some of that so that when you get to the hospital, the treatment that you get, you can receive that a little bit faster.
Yeah, so important. And another area to cover here too, Adam, is the stop, drop, and roll piece. Something that is taught when you're really young, but something that we haven't really talked about, or at least that I can recall talking about too much on this show. But when you talk about putting that fire out and making sure it's out. So it's such an easy thing to do if you happen to leave a house that is on fire or whatever the case may be. You got to get it out.
Right. Yeah. Like we said before, the first thing to do is make sure the fire is out. So the easiest way to do that, if your clothes are on fire, is to stop whatever you're doing, stop moving, drop to the ground. And now this is the one part that's been new to me the last few years. And it makes a whole lot of sense. So we stopped, we now dropped to the ground. Now we're going to use our hands and cover our face. We're going to cover our face because we don't want the flames and smoke to get into our eyes, nose, mouth, lungs, our airway that goes down to our lungs, right? Because once the burns, the hot gases get in there, it can burn our lungs, it can burn the airway, it can burn our mouths and nose. And it actually can swell up and cause us to stop breathing. So that's why we want to protect our face with our hands. Hands are we can do a lot of stuff if our hands are bandaged up, but we can't do a lot of stuff if our airway does not work.
Boy, it's hard if you can't breathe. Yeah, it just doesn't work out. Final piece, Adam, on the burn side of things. If you are leaving a space, see, the kids are upset about it too. If you're leaving a space with that is hot, and checking the doors to make sure that they're cool. So if you are in an active fire and trying to get out of the house, talk about the best way to get through that so we don't get burned.
Yeah. So one of the best ways to do that is when you come upon a door, you need to check the door with the back of your hand. The back of your hand is more sensitive than the front part of your hand because we use the front part or the inside part of our hands all the time to grasp things, move things, and some of our sensitivity is not as great on that side of our hand. The back is very sensitive, so we'll use the back of our hand to check the doorknob and the area around the doorknob because it's most likely metal. Metal conducts heat, and we'll be able to tell if the door is hot or not and if we should go out.
Yeah, very important tips there. Adam, thank you so much for all your help this whole week. I know we've got a lot more planned coming up for the month, so we'll look forward to sharing those stories as well. But appreciate your time as always. Stay safe out there, and we'll check in with you real soon.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy.
You betcha. Adam Dorn, Fitchburg Fire Department. We call him Dorn. We love him. We hate him. We keep talking to him. Oh, I just love picking on him. All right, we're going to take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg. Dorn style.
¡Sam, Elmo!
Hola, Julia. ¿Estás lista para tocar con nosotros? Yo tocaré mi clarinete.
Y Elmo tocará su tambor. ¡Tambor ruidoso!
Bueno, ya sabes qué hacer, Julia.
Julia sabe.
Dado el autismo de Julia, los sonidos pueden ser muy fuertes.
Y hace música a su manera. ¡A tocar!
La detección temprana del autismo puede hacer una diferencia de por vida. Conoce más sobre la detección temprana en detecciondeautismo.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Public Library are Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and, well, it's a unicorn. I actually didn't catch the name.
I'm a magical unicorn. Please.
Magical unicorn.
Yeah.
Well, don't ask me who I am. I'm going to let you just kind of figure that one out on your own. No, it's Tim and Lisa. Well, I know it's hard to tell if it's Tim or not because, you know, just Rudolph. So
yes, just Rudolph today, please.
And yeah, here we go on another Halloween special edition of TF. Thank you both first off for joining me. It's always a pleasure. Tim, yes. I heard you're not alone today. I thought you were bringing a friend.
No, I did bring a friend, an old friend, long time ago.
Oh, really?
Hi, Jeremy.
You know,
Mr. Bones.
Drink your milk.
Drink milk, kids.
I knew it was coming, and it's still funny. Thank you both for doing this every year. We've had a lot of fun. In fact, I think next year will have to be a clip show because it'll be 5 years of Talking Fitchburg. So it'll have to be awesome. A clip show of all of our Halloween episodes because we have had some good ones. I have the one of the hot dog one, and I believe Lisa. I think you were in the picture too. I think it was the three of us.
I was Harry Potter.
I've got that that framed over at the other office. So best moments holding the lamp. I held the lamp, hugging a hot dog, and the Halloween special of TF. I mean, come on, what could be better?
I love it.
In all seriousness, we do have to talk about what's happening at the library. It is October, so yes. I would guess there's got to be some October themed stuff. Who's going first? Who's taking a shot at the spooky forecast?
Lisa, would you like to go first, or would you like me to?
I can go first. I don't have as much fun stuff, so we'll save the fun stuff for later.
All right. Well, what do you got?
All right. So, as everybody knows, we talked about it last time, but our fall reading program is still going on. You can still sign up. It goes through November 30th, so there's a lot of fun stuff happening there. It's all ages. One of the challenges for adults I've heard is to read a spooky book, so you can find your own and read that for Halloween. It'll be a good thing to do. We know curbside's going on. It's taken a long time to get some stuff, but if you want, we have Kindles available to check out. So I actually have one here. We've loaded a lot of brand new books on these. They're good to go. So say you're waiting for a title that you've been waiting for a long time, you can call curbside and you can get this immediately. There's over 200 titles on these, preloaded, don't have to download anything. YA through adult, so fiction, nonfiction. We've got everything for you. There's a list on our website if you're interested in some of the newer titles and the newest titles that we have on there. We always try to do things that are super popular, have long lists. We also have new hard cases for them, so you can drop them in the drop.
Fancy, fancy.
So
we like that.
Yes.
All non-contact.
Yes, I like it.
We also, if you're a little hesitant about trying a Kindle, we do have Kindle Basics that come with this, so it's a little guide to kind of help you through. It's really easy. If you just want to try one, you can check one out. Don't even have to commit to it really. So it's a good thing that we have now for, even though you're waiting a little longer for some things at curbside, you can get these right away.
No, I think that's great. And the fall reading program's awesome too. What do you have for some of the prizes this year? Well, not this year because it's the first time it's ever happened, but what are some of, is it like bags full of candy or what?
Unfortunately, no, that would be awesome.
Well, I submitted that idea. I don't know why I didn't pass.
Rudolph was hungry. He's getting... He's got to stock up a little bit for the Christmas haul. So
I thought we determined during the summer reading program that Rudolph, aka Tim, wasn't supposed to have any of the prizes near or in his desk. I thought that was the agreement.
Yeah, not everybody listened to that agreement,
including said person, Tim.
Yes.
Yep.
So Lisa, sorry. What do we have for prizes?
Sure. So once you get halfway through any of our programs, so like kids through adults, you get a free ice cream coupon. So you can go to Chocolate Shop, get a free ice cream. So that's kind of like candy. It's still sugary. So once you're finished with the adult program, you actually get a $5 gift card to Oasis. So if you finish your challenge, you get a free $5 gift card.
I like Oasis. We love that cold brew there. So don't you be going over there, Tim, and stealing our cold brew. Say that right now.
Too late.
Too
late.
He's gonna hop over there real fast. Just don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
I knew I spotted a Rudolph in the parking lot the other day. I knew it.
Sure did. Technically, nobody's supposed to see me. So the fact that you saw me, you're one of the lucky ones, because usually I just doo-doo-doo in and doo-doo-doo out and take it all with me.
Well, I'm not going to say that I don't deer hunt, or do I?
I won. Yes, I heard shots going off this last little bit, but guess what? Rudolph's a winner.
On that note, Tim, what activities can you bring us?
Oh, goodness. Well, we're all dressed up because it's Halloween, and normally the library has their great Halloween hunt every year. It's amazing. It's fun. This year, under the circumstances, we did have to cancel the Halloween hunt. We're all super sad, and it's kind of like, wow, that's crazy. Who would have thought of that, right?
Yeah, it's far and away our favorite thing, so we're really sad that we're missing it this year.
I know. Absolutely. Well, and after last year's haunted house, I mean,
yes,
the bar was set so high last year, and it's gonna be sad to miss all the costumes and so many fun ones at that, and just to see what Tim dresses up to. I mean,
always
yes.
that's worth something. So in light of not having that, Tim, what are we gonna be doing?
Yeah, so instead, on Saturday, October 24th, when it would have happened, what we're doing is we're making a bunch of take and make bags, and basically what's inside those, there'll be a couple crafts inside each one. There'll be some candy, and they'll fries, and let me mute that thing out of the way. Yes, I don't know if you can hear that. Ages 2 to 6, or excuse me, 2 to 5, and then 5 to 12. I'll give you a couple examples. This is the 5 to 12 side. We have my friend, another one that came along, Mr. Pumpkin.
Lisa, do you love that? Like he has got this down, and here it is. Like he knows how to.
You've got it on hand.
I know.
I'm jealous.
I am too.
Our friend Spooky Bat as well. He's got a tie-dye theme going on this year, so you take that. Inside the bag, all be there instructions. You just take it home and go ahead and make it with your family. And then over on the 2 to 5 range, my beep beep. On the 2 to 5 range, we have, tell me if you can tell who I am. We have our nice mask that they can make, and also a collage pumpkin.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a craft we've done on this show in the past. That's a good one right there to have.
Right.
Well, I guess I'm a little disappointed, Tim, that you couldn't share one of these items with Lisa. Like, I mean,
yeah, I should.
I'm feeling left out, really.
I am too. Like,
I can't believe I did that.
I got nothing to pull up here except the coffee.
Oh,
and you're in
I still have my Kindle.
In all fairness, I just crash landed into the library a little while ago from my first trip Yes. So yes, indeed. One other thing I wanted to mention that we have going on is starting tomorrow, Friday. I think it's October 9th.
Good job, Rudolph.
Yes, I got to. As December's the only month that matters to read all.
Was there any other month to be talking about?
That's right. We have our successful 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program that we normally have inside of the building. Families stop in, they pick up the materials, home and read 1,000 books before kindergarten. It really helps children get ready to read and take an interest in books. And it's a wonderful program. And since the building's closed, we tried to figure out how could we give this program out to the public. And same thing we're doing with our fall reading and our summer reading. We're using the Beanstack app, and we're bringing the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten out. It comes out tomorrow. Anyone can go ahead and register for it. You can register for fall reading and 1,000 books at the same time. You don't have to select one or the other. It's a great program, and we're really excited to be able to do that and offer that.
Yeah, let me make sure I clarify the date here. It's happening October 9th. It starts on October 9th,
yes.
Not December, not August.
Yes.
October 9th.
What about February?
Not February, not when he's hibernating, not anything. Listen to Lisa, listen to I.
I said October.
Well, we're gonna leave it at that. We've hit our mark here. Lisa, Tim, thank you both so much for making it just a little bit more fun in these blue days. It's always nice to catch up with you both, and yeah, we'll be back next year if everything gets wrapped up. Hopefully, we'll be back next year with the Great Halloween Hunt, and know that the staff at the library are missing you all out there big time. So thank you again to you and everybody at the library, the staff. You guys have done a heck of a job here, and certainly we miss you guys. I'm looking forward to keep on at least talking to you here. Tim, I would love to see you continue to wear that at least through December 31st.
Yes. It's very comfortable.
All right. Well, that does it for this interview. Make sure you talk to Lisa and never Tim. And that's my only advice. All right. Thank you both. We'll check in with you real soon.
Thank you much.
All right. And actually, guys, we should fade out with the same way we came in. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes.
We're going to take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, wrapping up the show for today. I don't know what you just saw in the last segment, but I appreciate Lisa and Tim for hanging out with us today and get you that information. Also, really want to thank Adam Dorn taking the time to do all of the interviews this week, and thank you to Andrew for putting all of that together. Appreciate both of them getting you the safety tips here as we wrap up this work week. Heading out for the weekend, take us with you. Or not. Have a good weekend.